Congratulations, you have just been told that you're taking a lorry into London. Oh my god, is it time to panic? So, how can you make life easier for yourself? I can give you some tips that will just put your minds at ease. Chillax, man. So, first of all, before you even head into London, clear your driving time. If you've just run down from Doncaster, for example, pop in at South Mims and get your 45 in, clean that driving time, because then that's one less stress out of your day. Obviously you might be on a time limit, it might not be possible, but if you can, do it. It'll make life so much more easy. The thing is, the stop-start traffic will eat your driving time more than you realise, and plus you cannot guarantee that you're going to get a break on site. You might get a break whilst waiting to get on site, but once you're on site they want you in and out as quick as they can. They've got lorries queued up around the corner. So once you're into London, you're gonna have to deal with London traffic. First rule, chill out. There's no point in getting yourself stressed out or getting a bit of road rage. You might as well just chill out. If somebody does something stupid in front of you, which, let's face it, you need to resign yourself to the fact that somebody will, just muster a rude word under your breath and carry on with your day. They're going to be in your life for 20 seconds. Where you can, at tight junctions or on tight lanes, use all of the room. Use your size to your advantage. This might mean you being a bully, but trust me, they will get out of your way. So this is a prime example of yellow boxes and using your size. So obviously I've had to wait for this yellow box to be clear. And now I'm going to be using my size to get around these corners. So I'm going to have to nick a bit of that lane in a minute. But these lanes are way too tight. Right, so I'm looking in my mirror. I've got a van up my inside at the moment. Now these curbs are tyre destroyers, you can tell that. So I'm going to just nick a bit of that, and I've essentially sped up and bullied him. I have bullied him to just stay out of his way. And now you can actually see the truck in front, he's done the right thing. He's put his tractor into the other lane so his trailer doesn't cut into that lane. So I'm going to stay behind him. These are the little things you can do to make your life just a little bit easier. You don't want to end up in a situation where you've given space to cars to come at the inside of you, which, trust me, they will. Whether indicators on, left-hand turn on, warning, all that is blaring, they will come up the inside of you. They will not give you the chance. So block off lanes or take up parts of another lane when you need to, just to give yourself an easier time and to avoid having an accident. Because trust me, having an accident in London is one of the most stressful situations you can be in. Trust me, ask me how I know. And then we get onto the crux of the matter, cyclists. Now, I will say, attitudes amongst cyclists have improved a lot in the past few years. I think a lot of the information that was given out during COVID and stuff like that has really sunk in. The Know Your Zones campaign has really worked, and I do find a lot that cyclists don't come up the inside of me like they used to. But you will still see them running red lights. Just leave them to it. And keep an eye out for them when you are going across the junction, because trust me, if you hit one or they hit you, the paperwork is not worth it, and you're going to spend the rest of your time trying to get yourself out of stuck. I always say, driving in London is easy, delivering's the hard bit. So you have your address of where you're delivering to. Great, you've got more than most people do. Have a Google, use Google Maps, use Street View, try and work out where you need to be, and then try and stick to the major routes as much as possible. I know what you're all about to put in the comments. Can't I just use my sat nav? Google Maps will try and send you down through all the little thoroughfares where you really don't want to be taking your truck. A Garmin, for example, will just try and route you down the A40 because it sees London as just one massive weight limit. And TomToms are essentially the same as Garmin's in the fact that they will send you all the way around the houses or a much longer route than you need to take, because it thinks there's a weight limit in the way, even though most, if not all, of the weight limits in London are except for access. However, do not go over Tower Bridge if you're over 18 tons. I cannot stress that. That is an instant loss of license. I know people who have done it, and they no longer drive lorries. So, you've gotten to the site, you've got plenty of driving time left, you haven't had an accident, your stress levels are down. Now watch them go straight back up again when you deal with the banksmen. So say you are doing a delivery to a building site, which 9 times out of 10 a lorry is going into London to do just that. They will stress you out. If he whistles that thing one more time at me, I'm going to shove it up his arse. Now, 9 times out of 10, they are nice people. But, trust me, it's a fact. Sometimes there will be a language barrier. Sometimes their attitude may come across as crass, but they're just busy people. Be very much, hello mate, how you doing? I've got a delivery for Skynet. And then they'll go, okay, and then they'll argue about booking times. If they haven't got room for you, they will tell you to park up. And trust me, they will not always tell you where to park up. So, how do you know where to park up? Well, double yellows in London are more of a guideline than an actual rule. As long as you leave space for other traffic to get past, you're generally okay. In the city of London, traffic wardens are everywhere. It's one of those. You be courteous to them, they will be courteous to you. Usually the situation goes, they'll come up to your window, they'll say, you can't park here, driver. There's a meme. And you go, I know, sorry, I'm delivering to the site down Moorfields. They can't let me in yet. I can't just drive out of London and come back in again. As long as you're courteous and explain the situation you're in, 9 times out of 10 they'll just say, okay, they'll give you half an hour, and if they come back they'll have to give you a ticket. 9 times out of 10 after half an hour they never come back. Don't get me wrong, you still get your job's worth, but it's London, it's the luck of the game. You get a ticket, you get a ticket. Just resign yourself to the fact now that you might get a ticket. So, you've successfully done your delivery. Happy days. I am proud of you. Gotta get back out again now. Again, know your route. If you say coming from the west of London and your reload is in Tilbury, then know your route out. To get to the east of London, there's 2 major routes you can pick from. You can either go down the A13 or you can go down the highway. It all leads to the A13 anyway. There you go, you're done. Or it'll lead you out to the North Circle. You can go up the M11. There's loads of ways you can go. Just have a look at the map. You've got a map. It's Google Maps. Okay, you don't need the Philips HGV Super Trucker Atlas. Just have a look at Google Maps. Try and find the major thoroughfares, the major routes. 9 times out of 10, you won't hit low bridges on those routes. So, just, give it a go. Whilst you're heading out, keep an eye out for yellow boxes. Do not stop in a yellow box. If you have to sit at a set of lights for half an hour, then you do. Because again, that's a fine that most companies will make you pay as a driver. Also, and this is the last tip that I will give you, do your daily checks properly. If you've got DVS kit fitted, which you have to have when you're going into London, some sites will check to make sure it's working. So make sure you've got your cameras. Camera! All displayed over here. Oh great, another thing to check. Make sure your left-hand turn audible warning is working.
Caution, truck turning left.
And make sure your reverse beeper is working. Okay, I have been turned away from sites because my left-hand turn audible warning wasn't working for a day.
You put left-hand indicator on?
Yeah, it's on there.
I need a voice.
You're going to let me in without it, are you?
No.
You don't need that stress. It's one of the worst days I've ever had in HGVs. So, enjoy driving in London. Try and find the nice bits. You're going sightseeing. Just think of it that way. And if you see an Addison Lee, steer clear. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.